Okay, so let's look at a few more examples of simplifying fractions and also distributive property. So this is 5 over 1 times the square root of 27 over the square root of 25. So the square root of 25 is 5. So this reduces. The 5 reduced both by 5. So now I have the square root of 27. Alright, so let's do a factor tree on that. So we have 3 3's. 2 of the 3's are twins, obviously. And so one of the 3's will come out. The other 3 doesn't have a twin, so it has to stay in. Alright, on this one, let's simplify. Let's simplify 2 over 32. They'll both divide by 2. So we have 3 over 1 times the square root of 1 over the square root of 16. So we have 3 over 1 times square root of 1 is 1, square root of 16 is 4. Multiply the numerators, multiply the denominators, and that's our answer. All right, let's do a few distributive property problems. When we multiply the square root of 2 times the square root of 3, we're multiplying 2 times 3. So that's square root of 6. Minus square root of 2 times square root of 2, we're multiplying 2 times 2, which is the square root of 4. So square root of 6 doesn't simplify anymore, but the square root of 6 doesn't simplify anymore, but the square root of 4 does. So that's 2. Okay, and you can't subtract those because we consider those different radicals. And we're going to look more into that in the next lesson. Alright, so here we're multiplying square root of 10 times 2. Now remember, this is a 1 right here. So we're multiplying 1 times 2, and then times the square root of 10. Here we're multiplying 1 times 1, and the square root of 10 times the square root of 10 is the square root of 100. So 2 times square root of 10 doesn't simplify anymore, but square root of 100 does. And again, can't subtract those because they are what we call different terms, different radicals. You can't subtract different radicals. Alright, one more. Let's multiply 2 square root of 6 times 3 square root of 6. So 2 times 3 is on the outside, and 6 times 6 is on the inside. Minus, here we're multiplying 2 times 1. And so we have 2 times 1 on the outside, and 6 times 216 on the inside. So the first one will simplify to 6 square root of 36. The second one will simplify to 2, and I'm going to do a factor tree on those two numbers. So 6 is 2 times 3. 16 will divide by 2, or 3. Let's do 3, just for the fun of it. And that is 72. 3 is prime. 72, though, we'll keep going. That's 8 times 9. 8 is not prime, so 8 is 4 times 2. 2 is prime. 4 is not prime, but 2 times 2 is. And then don't forget the 9. Squeeze that in there. So that's 3 times 3. Alright, so what do we now have inside? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 2's. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 3's. Alright, so we have several twins here. We have this 2 has a twin, this 2 has a twin, this 3 has a twin, this 3 has a twin. 3 has a twin. So we have 6 times the square root of 36 is 6, which is 36, minus 2, whoops, times, alright, so we have a 2 that comes out, another 2 comes out, a 3 comes out, and another 3 comes out. Okay, so we have 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8, times 3, which is 9. So 36 minus 72 is negative 36. All right, so now you get to work on the student problems and submit the Google form.